Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my cleaning and decluttering my closet video series. It is a new day and we are ready to tackle the rest of this room. If you guys missed part 1, I'll link it at the top here and in the description box down below. You can go and watch that one first if you want, or after this one, whatever you prefer. Today, we're going to tackle this bad boy right here. So this is a tiny little closet that I have in my closet room. I previously was using this closet for my formal wear and my clothes that I would only wear for work, which I've now moved over onto the clothing rack. You guys saw that in part 1. So in here, I mostly have my more formal special occasion type clothes, mostly dresses. And then down here, can you see that? That is a pile of stuff that needs dealing with. A lot of it is stuff for giveaway. A lot of it is clothes that need to be recycled. H&M and Zara have their clothing recycling program where you can take clothes that are damaged and have them recycled instead of throwing them into the landfill. So I always collect things that I want to recycle, and then they just sit forever in my room because I never remember to bring them with me when I go to the mall. So we're gonna deal with that. I'm gonna go through everything in here. Up at the top here, I have my back stock for my freelance makeup kit. A lot of stuff needs to be reorganized there. And then we're also going to deal with this. This is my makeup desk, which you can see is a complete disaster. It needs to be cleaned and I want to reorganize everything. I decluttered this in a video not that long ago. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I will also link it down below. I did a massive makeup declutter, so I won't have a lot to get rid of here, but I do want to clean and reorganize everything. For example, I have this organizer here that has all of my daily brushes in it, but it also has in the middle here my liquid lipsticks. Well, I literally never wear liquid lipsticks anymore, and this has a prime spot on my desk. So I just want to reorganize everything here and just make it work for how I do my makeup now compared to how I did my makeup when I first organized this desk many years ago. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down. So I'm just gonna pull this out. This is all backstock for my makeup kit, and instead of opening it up and putting stuff away inside, I've just been piling it on top here. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually put this in. And I'm just gonna go through and reorganize and hang all of this stuff in here so that it looks a little bit neater. And I'm gonna pull out any empty hangers because we always need these in other areas of the house. And I definitely don't need them in here. And this is where I keep all my empties for my empties videos, and I have a little pile of them sitting on my desk here wanting to be added. I'm gonna just start pulling everything out of here and moving it out of the closet so that I can go through it all and sort it into piles. Okay, look how the dresses can actually hang all the way to the bottom now, instead of before they were all up like this because of all the stuff piled underneath there. So this is what we're dealing with. You're a bit crooked. I don't really know how to not make my tripod do that, so you're just gonna hang out like that for a second. I can see here that I started to organize my clothes to recycle at Zara and clothes to give away bags. So that's good, we have a start. I've grabbed a couple more bags so that I can continue on with that. And I'm just gonna start sorting. just want to try these on because I feel like these are in here because in my head they don't fit, but the size that it says on here should fit me. So I'm gonna try them and then go from there. Yeah, no, they definitely don't fit. Good, so I've got 3 bags of stuff to give away, 1 bag of stuff to recycle. Luckily, we have a donation bin in our building. I feel like that is the most convenient thing ever. And the fact that this is all just living in my closet, even though I could just take it downstairs to the lobby, is pretty brutal. I am such a procrastinator when it comes to stuff like this. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to get this all out of here. So I found this plastic bag which has a empty compact in it, and I realized this is where I'm keeping my empties for my Year of Freelance Empties video, which I'll film literally next December. I just want to store it in something nicer than a plastic bag in there, so I'm gonna just put it in this little tote. And then instead of keeping it on the ground in here, I'm gonna take one of these hangers and just hang it from the rack instead. So the next thing to tackle from inside there is just this big pile of bags here. So I think this is from my wedding. I needed somewhere to hang my wedding dress, and so I used the hook that these were hanging on to hang my wedding dress up when I was getting ready. So I was in a rush and just threw them on the ground in there. So they can just really easily be hung back up. This one is broken, so I will probably put this with the stuff to be recycled. Let me get all my stuff out of it first though. This is sad. This was my like everyday bag for literally years and years and years. I loved this bag. Oh, so sad. Okay, so I also have this bag. I'm sure many of you will remember this. This TNA duffel, you guys, I have had this since first year university. This was my school bag. I used to haul this around with me to all my classes. It was so heavy, it was so impractical, but it was like the it bag to have. And I loved it. Now it is my every night bag, so I take it with me every time I go stay overnight at the cottage or at Will's mom's house. So I am gonna keep this one on the floor in here. The last few things from inside the closet are this box, which I don't even know what this is. Okay, this is the charger for my new little light that I bought. My little selfie light, which I've been loving. This bag, which is left over from when I did my makeup declutter. So when I decluttered my makeup desk, I threw everything in here, and it's just kind of been a collecting ground for stuff I'm getting rid of. So I'm gonna actually put these with the donation clothes because I can donate those. And then yeah, the rest of this stuff is just stuff that I feel like didn't work for me, but that other people might like or want. So I'm gonna leave it in here for now. This we bought as a Christmas gift that we didn't end up giving, and when I went to return it on Amazon, it cost as much as the item to return it as it did to keep it. So I'm also gonna keep this in there just for a future gift. We just didn't end up having enough babies in our life that were of the age to use this. So eventually the kids that we know will grow into this and they'll be able to use it and love it. So we'll save it for Christmas next year. And then I have these flower pots, which I bought from Canadian Tire, that ended up being too big for what I needed them for. And so I wanted to return them, but I only had 90 days. When did I buy this? December 26th, January 26th. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna actually go through the hassle of returning these. Normally I would just keep them because I'm sure I could use them in the future, but I literally just have nowhere to store them. We have no storage and I don't want them in there, so I'm just gonna take them back. And then these last two things are things that I've decided to keep. If you guys watched my last decluttering video, I talked about how I kind of tend to over declutter. So I think I'm gonna keep this little black sweater. It's just really cute. It's perfect for throwing over things and wearing probably just to work in the winter. And then I do have just like sentimental attachment to things that I know everyone does, and lots of times I'm able to like bypass that and get rid of stuff, but sometimes I'm just not, and this is case in point. This is a sweater that Will used to wear when I first met him and he gave to me, and apparently I was gonna get rid of it, but I don't want to. I'm gonna put it with my pajamas. Oh, and then I guess there's just these to deal with as well. So these are frames that we used at our wedding, and they're nice little black frames, and I want to reuse them and put like actual photos inside, but I need to get photos printed that will fit into these. So I feel like it's reasonable that these are stored in the closet, but maybe just not on the ground. And there we have it, my friends. Here is the finished closet. So much better. I'm obsessed with the fact that you can see the floor. Oh, so happy. Okay friends, so what has been seconds for you has been an hour for me. I had to take a little lunch break, get my energy back, and ready for this next part of this video. I made myself a little shot of decaf espresso, and we're gonna get to work on my makeup desk. So my goal for today with this desk is mostly just to clean it and then to do a little bit of reorganization as well. I just want to make it a little bit more functional for how I do my makeup now, to hopefully prevent this from happening again. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just remove everything, give the desk a nice wipe down, and then we'll do the work of reorganizing after that. So I have this little basket and I don't really like it like aesthetics wise, but it's very functional. So I'm just gonna put it back where it was. And then I'm gonna continue to store these drawers on this side, but I think I might move around what's in them. So these I used to keep here with my mirror here, but I can never see the brushes that I want, so I'm constantly moving them or putting them down here, which means they're just not in the best place. So I'm gonna go ahead and I actually have quite enjoyed having these brushes really easily accessible to me down on the desk here. And I'm right-handed, so I do kind of want them on this side of me, but I feel like they would just fit so much nicer over here. But I just don't think that that's going to be any more practical because I'll be reaching across to grab things. So I think I will just keep them on my desk here. I do need to go through and just reorganize them. And I definitely want to kind of change around how this is all organized. Eye brushes that I use on a daily basis, face brushes that I use on a daily basis, and then these are just extra brushes that I use every once in a while or for certain techniques. So in the middle of this one here is where the liquid lipsticks used to be, and I'm just gonna take tools that I use on a daily basis, so things like tweezers, my eyebrow pencil, my new Fenty liquid liner, little spoolie. And then in this guy right here, I have lip liners. Let me just go through these actually and make sure everything's in the right spot. So yeah, I have lip liners, eye pencils, and then this is just another like little miscellaneous compartment. So in here I have my Glossier Brow Flick, this YSL Touche Éclat, which I never use, so I think I'm gonna declutter that. This is an old emery board, so I'm gonna throw that away because I have a bunch of new ones that I can pull out. And then this is the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick eyeliner. That is the old packaging with the old tip and the old application method, and this is so hard to use, so I'm gonna declutter that as well. So I think what I'll do is just add the Glossier Brow Flick to this little compartment on the other one, even though I don't use this very often. Maybe I can play around with it and use it some more. And then I have an empty compartment here, which I can add my liquid lipsticks into. So this one, because these are products that I'm not reaching for constantly as I'm doing my makeup, I'm gonna put up here on the top. I'm also gonna add these brushes that I don't use on a daily basis up here as well. These ones are gonna hang out right here. And I have this little jar that I've been keeping my lip glosses in, but it just takes up extra room on my desk, and I feel like I might be able to fit them all in here with the liquid lips. So I'm gonna do that instead. This one doesn't fit, but this will fit in my lipstick organizer over here. And I can move this off of my desk. I have this little basket that I'm just gonna slide in here. This has mostly samples and just like miscellaneous items in it. I like to keep my cotton pads right here because I use these to restock my freelance kit, but then I also use them for myself. So if I have them here, I can easily access them from this side when I'm packing up my kit before a job, or I can reach them from that side when I'm using them when I'm doing my makeup. So I keep these here. So all of these foundations were just hanging out loose on my desk. And I do have a foundation drawer here, but I can never fit them all in. I have too many. So I have in this container a few of these smaller eyeshadow palettes, and when I was working for Charlotte Tilbury, I would come into this drawer every day because I would use a different Charlotte Tilbury quad to do my makeup every single day, but I hardly use these at all anymore. So I have 4 Charlotte Tilbury quads and then this little Natasha Denona palette as well. So I'm gonna pull those out of here and put them ideally in this drawer here with all of my single eyeshadows, if it will fit. Okay, that's not really ideal. Maybe I can just organize this better. Perfect, that's better. And then I have 2 drawers, so I can do full coverage foundations in one, and then light coverage foundations in the other. So this is all of the skincare that I have on the go at the moment. It's a combination of things for nighttime and things for daytime. I, for the most part, use all of this every day, so kind of want it accessible to me. I think I'll split it up by daytime and nighttime. I usually like having my nighttime products underneath here. Just right here. And then my daytime stuff always just ends up over here because, I don't know, that's just where it ends up. So I'm just gonna put it there. Up in this corner, I keep my sunscreen and my setting spray. So that can all continue to live there. I have this little tripod that I use when I'm filming videos or to like play shows while I'm getting ready. So I'll just put that here. More skincare. My Auric Glow Lust is too big to fit in any of my drawers, so I always just leave it out as well. I have this little lip balm I'm gonna add to my little everyday compartment along with my lash tweezers. I have tweezers for applying lashes and then tweezers for plucking brow hairs as well. I have this Hourglass powder, which I can never find space for in my drawers either, so I always just leave it right here. I've got this Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder that I'm gonna just put in this drawer with all of my blushes. Actually, will that fit in here? Because I have other brightening powders in here. Perfect. This is my everyday makeup, so all of the makeup I use in here pretty much on a daily basis. So I'm gonna just leave this here where it's easily accessible. And the last 2 things I have over here that need to find a home are my micellar water, which I don't use super often, so I'm gonna just kind of tuck it in behind back here. And my makeup brush cleaner, I'm gonna set here in behind my makeup brushes. Okay, and then the very last thing to put back is just all of my palettes, which I like to just keep in between these 2 sets of drawers like little bookends. And there we go. We're nice and clean, reorganized. Hopefully that little bit of reorganization is just gonna help keep the space cleaner for longer. And I'm basically done with this room, you guys. I'm feeling really good about everything that we've done over this last week, these last couple of videos. I just have like the garbage to empty, the floors to sweep. I'll save you from all of that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I still have one area left to declutter in this house, which is in my bathroom under the sink where all of my hair stuff is and my bath stuff. I just want to go through and reorganize that and get rid of some stuff, but I don't think there's enough there to do a whole video, so I'll probably throw that into a vlog coming up soon. And then I am gonna do another video on reorganizing my kitchen. So kind of similar to how this room was organized. My kitchen is literally still organized from when we first moved into our condo almost 2 years ago, where we were kind of just throwing things into cupboards as we were unpacking and meaning to reorganize later on, which never really happened. So I'm gonna actually order a few things off Amazon to make that job a little bit easier and more efficient. But once that stuff comes in, I'm gonna do a whole reorganizing of my kitchen cupboards. So if you're new to my channel and you're interested in either of those videos, make sure you're subscribed so that you see them when they come out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed filming them with you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.